Ghana and in Kenya. And talking of Kenya, if I could let my colleague Betty introduce herself.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Betty Mlavi from Kenya. I was one of the research assistant for this amazing project that was also taking part in Kenya. Yeah, pleasure to be here for this meeting and looking forward.
Hi Betty, it's nice to meet you.
Thank you. Okay, this is Juan Drueta. I am from Argentina, in South America. I'm a deaf person. I have been working together with Fernando doing some translation and interpretation for different projects in international sign, also Argentinian Sign Language, American Sign Language, and here I am.
Excellent.
Okay, so I am Sebastián Barbosa. I am brothers. We are brothers with Fernando, and well, I am not interpreting. I know a little bit of sign language, but I am the editor in charge of putting all the ideas and all the previous work into making the magic of all the videos and also diagrammations of some PDFs or captions, all to make it accessible to all the persons with disabilities like deaf people, blind people, and also persons with cognitive disabilities. Mm-hmm.
And me, I am Fernando Barbosa. I am the hearing interpreter and translator. We have been working together, the three, for a couple of years, maybe 4 years or 3 years. We have been working with the Pan American Health Organization during the COVID-19. We have been working with projects about health, projects about access for justice for persons with disabilities, and a lot of other projects that does not come to my mind at this very moment. This is who we are.
Nice. Well, we're very happy to meet you. And if I tell you a bit more about our project, so this all came about because our principal investigators a few years ago, maybe as many as 5 years ago, were talking and reflecting about this perception that you have a disability movement, you have a kind of several inequality movements, but they're not really very well connected. So that when people are doing work on poverty or on gender or on other stuff, it tends to forget disability. And equally within the disability movement, we tend not to be very strong on intersectional thinking. So we tend to prioritize the disability or the impairment lens and sometimes can forget about people's other experiences that also have a big impact on their experience of discrimination or inequality or life generally. Yeah. So following that conversation, the principal investigators spent a lot of time kind of working up the approach, how they might explore it, and were eventually funded by the London School of Economics in London in the UK to do this research project. And the project has taken like quite a participatory approach. So we've worked with a cohort of people over several touch points or connections. So we've done interviews, we've brought them together in groups, in focus groups to refine their thinking, and we've brought them together in workshops. And two really interesting things about the project. One, that we spoke to both disability activists and inequality activists. So we kind of did like half and half. And then the other really interesting thing is, because we didn't want this to be purely academic, we wanted it to have some quite practical outcomes. We worked with participants in the workshop that I mentioned to develop a collaboration toolkit, so that the people involved and also other organizations can think more closely about how to work together for collaboration between disability and inequality movements. So that was the idea, and we've completed the research phase, and we had some of our participants were deaf sign language users as well. We worked in Ghana and in Kenya, and now we're at the dissemination phase, and we have drafted a report summary, we've drafted the toolkit that I mentioned, all sorts of stuff. And what we wanted to do was to make the research, as widely available as possible. So although the report itself is written in, quite plain and straightforward language, like we tried to make it accessible, we realized that isn't enough for everybody. And so we will also be producing a version in easy read, so that's really simplified language and images. We will also be producing audio versions in some local languages. So in Ghana, it's Twi, and in Kenya, Swahili. And we wanted to make some sign language versions available too. Our issue has been that we're going to have like 3 sign language videos, because we need international sign so that it reaches a very wide audience. But we know, because representative groups have told us, that people in deaf sign language users in Ghana and in Kenya really don't understand international sign. So we're having to make like multiple videos. And what we wanted to do to kind of just be a bit smart with our budget was to make sure that all of our signed videos also have audio, because we realized that some people will never read the document. Maybe they have literacy challenges, but if they have an audio version in like English, Swahili or Twi, then they will be able to access the findings. So that's where we are. Very soon our final report will be ready. It's with the copy editor now, and it's at the moment about 11-12 pages, so it's relatively lengthy as well. And yeah, we just wanted to engage with you and to have a chat about what you can do, and then also what the likely costs would be for a signed translation, if you like, of the report and glossary, and then with a voiceover in English and subtitles, of course.
Thank you, Laila. That's great. Great, awesome, great work. Let me do some change here on my image. Yes. Juan Carlos is saying, yeah, Fernando's computer is also doing great. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know if one wants to start, or if you give me the word to start. Okay. Yeah, we can do what you want. We have the translation into international sign. In every project we have been doing, we always think that the best way to do international sign is to make it understandable for most of the deaf persons, not trying to think in the minutia, the all terms, but make it the most understandable for the deaf persons. And yes, we can do it. We can do the subtitles with the Sebastian work. We can do the voiceover in English, and just we need for you to define us how do you want to be to have the image. We have the standards of the WFD, the World Federation of the Deaf. They have suggested how to have the interpreter on the image. You may have seen interpreters at the TV, and some TV broadcasters have the insert of the interpreter in a very, very little size, but WFD suggests for this kind of projects to have the signer just half of the sides of the screen, and then we can decide how do you want the background, if you want a gray background or blue background. Recently, some deaf persons, I don't know if Juan is agreed with me. Recently, some deaf persons said for them
El
better
COVID-19 causó
have gray and maybe on dark gray for not to get tired for their side. And also we can do the subtitles, the voiceover. I don't know if you have some images during the audio, so it can do the video most understandable, because the designer can set it's a concept comes around, designer can set and point to the image. Maybe it's a place within Ghana or within Kenya, or maybe it's some other concept. It's better if it is better known by the image, by the logo, or by any other images. Designer can point, and yeah, I think this is it. I don't know if Juan is talking about the translation wants to add something. Yes, just one thing. We can do the video in international sign. We have these videos for a broader audience, but we understand that this video is maybe not for all. But talking about Ghana and Kenya, you have mentioned, there's some maybe some signers who doesn't know international sign, but we will try to make the video most understandable, and if it's necessarily to have the names of the concepts that we are going to have in the video, or if we are going to have the concepts that of the words that that's coming to this report, we can try to do the research and make the translation most accessible for the deaf persons, as Fernando have mentioned. The other things is the same as Fernando mentioned: the background, the size of the signer, and to try to look on how to have this video, on the timing of the video. If I'm going to be on and off during the video, or to have this this kind of settings during the edition, or if I'm going to be all the time on the screen. Um, it's good to mention that you are going to have the audio. It's a good way for making it accessible for all persons. Yes, that's it.
Yeah, that's super helpful. Thank you, Juan. I mean, depending on budget, we will try to have separate signed videos for Ghana and Kenya, because we need separate audio anyway. Like, we need a Twi audio and Swahili audio, because people generally are not reading Twi and Swahili, they need to hear it. So we are looking at doing that separately. So for this video, the focus is on international sign, and it's really interesting what you were both saying about the background. So we were kind of envisaging it would just be the interpreter signing. We weren't necessarily thinking there would be anything in the background. So like it's a translation of a written document. It's not a translation of an existing video. Does that make sense? So there's not really any existing content or video. And for the glossary of terms, we already have those and we have them defined. But I guess one thing would be whether what we've written in the definition is clear enough, in your opinion, for the audience, or whether you need to explain it more fully. And that's where maybe we will need to like talk and engage between us to make sure it's been well understood. Because we've defined terms like as they were used in the document. So maybe there might be a slight different, like you might look at how something is defined elsewhere, like disability, right? We've defined disability based on what people said in the report, and maybe not, precisely as it might be said in the UK or something. And some of the terms that we've defined, so we did a glossary to make everything clearer for people, because we realized we used some difficult terminology. But yeah, I think just some of the things that we've got in the glossary, they're quite conceptual. So we would need your advice about the translation of those. Like, it's things like inclusion, inequality, intersectionality, participation, etc., etc.
Perfect. Always working together will be the best way. It will help us to make better decisions on the translation decisions.
Yeah.
Okay, so if may I say something about?
Do you have any other questions for me? Otherwise, I have some questions.
Yeah, Sebastian was about to make a question.
Yeah, not actually a question, but if may I share a screen to show you some examples of what we have done in the past about all the videos. But as they say, a single image speaks louder than 1,000 words. So actually, I have inhabilitated that function to share screen.
I've fixed
Oh,
it.
okay, perfect. So I'm going to share this screen over here. This is one of the videos we made with the Pan American Health Organization. This is the layout of. Let me. Okay, in order to. I don't know if you are seeing my screen right now, because mine has turned.
Seeing it.
Okay, perfect. Mine has turned completely black. I don't know why, but yeah, if you are seeing it, the interpreter
Yes.
Juan is on almost the half of the screen. The video. It's in this case that they had a video before, so we put that on the side. But as you were saying, let me see if I can rearrange things right here, because I am talking to a black screen right now. I don't know what's happening with my computer right now. Maybe I will have to log out of the Zoom meeting.
I think so.
But yeah, I will be back in 2 minutes. But as you were mentioned that you didn't have a video before, but you were having a easy readability document we made with UN, Women UN in Latin America, here in Colombia. One project of easy readability, and it had like all the simple text and some illustrations on the side. And so what we done is took out the slides on that document, put them in the placeholder of which the video will be, and also the interpreter on the side. So it will be, I think, helpful for the people that to see the document or the slide, to associate maybe what is the interpreter talking. That's another alternative. So yeah, I couldn't fix my computer, so I will be logging out. Pardon me for the issues
No
with
problem.
my computer.
See
And
you
yeah.
in 1 minute.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. ¿Qué pasaría esto?
One thing it makes me think of is whether we would be able to use the same model for the other signed videos, like the Twi or like the Ghanaian sign and the Kenyan sign. Can you work with existing video and then put it all together, kind of thing? Because I know that in Ghana, the team who do the signed videos, they can't do it the way you do it. Like what they do is just the interpreter on screen and he signs and that's it, and subtitles.
Ocupado.
Yeah, we can do the editing process of their videos, but we may have some previous meeting with the team in Kenya or in Ghana to see how their conditions, if they have a good background, a good image, high quality video. If they have this quality video, this good background in order to do the chroma. The chroma is the how's the word, Sebastian? The ultra.
Yeah, the chroma key, the ultra incrustation.
Yeah, it's when you have this green background or blue background and make your own background. So
in Ghana they work with a green screen for sure. I've seen their work.
Perfect. We can work with a video and have the template. We can decide a template with you, Laila and Betty. How are we going to have the videos? And to insert the international sign video, and after that to make the Kenyan sign language video. And after that, if the people from Ghana are going to have the same video, do the instead of them.
Okay, that sounds great. So do you have enough information to give us a quotation? Like, will you be able to send that quite soon? Because I'm still working on the budget, and as I'm sure you know, like juggling budgets and lots of different accessibility features, and it just all needs to fit.
Yeah, I think we have all of the information. Just one final question. Do you have any other requirement about the accessibility of voicing or other requirement? If not, I think we have all the information needed.
Yeah. No, I think somebody mentioned like it needs to be playable on mobile, because like a lot of our and so sized for mobile, but also playable on mobile in terms of size. I mean, I think it would be too big to download, because like 11 pages of text is, I don't know, maybe 20-30 minute video. So, but anyway, I'm not technical, so I don't really know what's required, but that's what we've been reminded, that we have to consider people who access this information will likely access it via their mobile phone.
Yeah, perfect. We can do two things. Maybe we can split the document in chapters, maybe chapters of subtitles, and also we can do the export of the final video in low quality, maybe 480 or 320. I don't know, any version for mobile that would say mobile. We can do some testing here, and after that inform you the best format for you. I don't know, Sebastian.
Yeah, as I have some other, I will be sharing screen again to show you all some other templates that we had. This is the template that we made with Women UN. That's the easy readability document, and with another kind of background with the chroma incrustation. And also we have I think is the we have the document with easy readability. We also make these documents compatible with screen readers for the blind persons, in order to, that the reader doesn't start with the paragraph and also go back to the title and so on, also with the description of the images. But we have here the some mobile version of a video we made before, and this will be another layout, but well, as we don't have an existing video, the interpreter could be bigger on the screen. Yeah, we could make, if you want, I think you say 3 videos, so we could make 6 videos. One for wider screens, that may be PC or TVs or anything, and one version of this layout or to cell phones. And yeah, I think that we could cover all that requirement.
Okay, so I think because we are a bit cost sensitive, I think if you can do like a modular approach to your budget, so that, the core video and then a version in, lower quality, how much would that be? Just so that we can kind of pick what we need, right? So that it's really clear. And if you could also give us cost for, if we come to you with like the Ghanaian sign and the Twi subtitles, how much would it cost for you to put that together in the same format as the international sign videos?
Yeah, perfect. So, how much time do we have to do the translation and do all of the editing?
Well, you know what it's like in the sector. We want everything yesterday, but we also aren't ready, right? Because we actually haven't finalized the very final text yet. We have a webinar on the 4th of March, and we would love for the materials to be ready either before or shortly after the webinar, because we'll be writing to all of the webinar attendees or everyone who signed up and sharing, you know, the toolkit and all of the associated materials with them. So it's like a really good opportunity for us to boost awareness of what's available. So yeah, a few weeks. I mean, but you also have to tell me what's reasonable, because I don't do this work, you do it. So I don't know what's possible.
No problem, no problem. We ask because translation takes time, and if we do not have enough time, we may have to work overnights or any other things that will make most to have more cost
More
for
expensive.
the
Yes.
project. And
Yes.
also, Juan is saying that we need to have time for translation because it is different from interpretation. In interpretation, you will have some errors, some misunderstandings, but in the translation process, we take the time to clean these errors or to look for better signs, and also we will have time to do the edition. We need time to make the recordings, and this is time that the team require. We have this experience, and this is for you to get to know the difference in translation and difference between translation and interpretation. We can do good work, but if we have time. Just one thing I do not have clear. You mentioned that you do not have the timing of the complete video yet. Yes, you have the document on writing version. It's maybe 12 pages. And how much time do you think it will be on video?
You have to tell me. I don't know, because we haven't. I mean, I could read it all out and see how long it takes, but essentially, excuse me, it'll be down to how long it takes to do the signing at a kind of moderate, you know, understandable pace.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe can you give us the how many words does it have? Maybe if you have it in Word.
4,500, but that might change slightly. But it's around 4,500.
Okay, perfect. With this amount of work and pages, we will calculate how much time will take the video. Perfect. I think there's no other questions from me. I think we will have. I will assume that we will have 2 weeks, or in a good scenario, we will have 3 weeks maybe.
Okay.
And with this time, we are going to make the quote to send you by this weekend, so you will have it on your inbox by Monday.
That sounds perfect. Thank you. And then Betty, do you have any last questions? Did I forget anything?
No, I don't have a question. You mentioned everything. Just looking forward for the reports that they've said they'll send over the weekend. Yeah, so looking forward to looking at the reports. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. Thank you for your time. Please have a nice weekend. And also, Juan saying thank you.
Thank you for your time, Laila and Betty. Nice to meet you. Nice to work with you.
All right.
Thank you,
Bye.
bye.
See ya. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Have a good day.